Hey, hey. All right. So this is going to be today's love tarot. So let's see what our storyline begins with. We just started with the Six of Wands in the reverse, which talks about somebody who does not feel super confident. By the way, the Colosseum is shown here. So Rome, tip of the hat to Rome. Shout out to Rome. Um, Roman Empire. This is almost like somebody who maybe thinks that their empire has fallen. Well, the thing is, we have them with the Nine of Coins. This could be somebody whose business ended up closing, but they themselves still have so much success. They have the ingenuity to start a new business. They have the money, the skills, the talent, all of this. Even if something hasn't worked out, they actually know that, look, not everything that we want is the right time. If they had a business or something and then for whatever reason things didn't work out, they might be saying, yeah, but that's not because I failed. It's not because I wasn't good enough. And I know that. Six of Swords, Ace of Swords. It is time for them to cut ties with, I feel like, either a business or a connection that wasn't going to work out. But what I love is that any way we slice it, our character, who could be a divine feminine, since that's exclusively who we have here, she knows it's not her fault. It's really tempting to add blame or, oh, I messed up here. I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. That's why it didn't work. No, it's just businesses come and go or relationships come and go. Was it unsuccessful? Yes, but that's why she left it. She left it because it wasn't doing well. That's a power move. That's a smart move. Of course I'll give my energy to something or someone, and if it's not successful, then why would I keep pouring my energy into it? Oh no, I don't hemorrhage my energy. I move on. And so she cuts free of something instead of letting it be like, oh my God, why didn't this person want me or this situation be successful or why was my business not growing or what did I do wrong? It's like, what do you mean? It was just draining me. I don't want to get drained. I got way more fish to fry. I got way more things to do. I have to fry fish today, actually. um, it's time for some fried cod. Um, this actually is really positive. This is, however we see this, wow. Nine of Swords, she's cutting ties with any kind of fear as well surrounding this. She is sure that even though she doesn't know what comes next, she knows it's right to cut free of the thing that wasn't working or the job that wasn't working. Letting go of something takes a lot of courage, and she's got the courage it takes. She also can be honest and say, of course I'm scared about what's next, but I also know it's better to walk into the unknown than to stay where something isn't working. It is definitely the unknown that causes a little bit of upset. The thing is, she may have a sleepless night, but when she does fall asleep, I think she gets into some inner piece of knowledge or wisdom. What is it that's coming to the surface? The moon highlights what's hidden, what's deep within. Three of Swords. Now that's interesting because this is so she's walked away from something. But what's weird is she's picking up on the other person's sorrow that she walked away. But hold on, this storyline. So every card that comes out, we start to get new dynamics and a bigger message here, so that I can see who we're talking about and what's going on. Okay, so there's some kind of shared energy, or no, I don't want to say shared. It's think of the Two of Coins as usually a juggling act, or in this case, a balancing act. But what happens if we throw one ball in the air and then our other hand is supposed to catch it? Well, that means energy is being shifted from one side to the other. Okay, so what she used to feel is now being felt by them. She realized, wow, this connection is not making me feel successful at all. So I'm going to go ahead and withdraw, because I don't want to keep giving the best of myself to someone who keeps making me feel like I'm never going to have success with them, or they make me feel like not enough. So I'm moving on, cutting this loose, cutting this out of my life. And I know that it's the right thing to do. But then it does take courage to do that. But then she goes to sleep and she starts to feel sorrow. She gets a glimpse of energy that isn't her own. Even that energy of nervousness, because she was very confident, I'm moving on. I'm worth more than this. I'm moving forward. I'm good. Then we have this worry, this sleepless night, but then she's very much asleep peacefully. So I'm wondering if all of a sudden they are having sleepless nights over her, and she's picking up on that because she's dreaming of them crying. She's aware of that because I think that the energy has shifted, has transferred. She didn't feel very loved or supported, so she's letting this go. Now they're feeling the hurt because she's gone and she's picking up on it. Why? Tell me about the moon. Why is it that she's picking up on the subconscious? Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant. She's very attuned to her higher self. She's reconnected fully and like locked in, dialed in to her higher self. And her higher self is telling her maybe something that she knew internally all along, which could be, I know this person didn't make you feel very supported or very loved or very successful. So you decided I'd rather be single than have to deal with somebody who just can't make me feel like I'm wanted, or like, it doesn't make me feel good to be with them because something is missing here. But they are also now missing her. And I think, what does this mean? Is she's dialed into her higher self and she's able to hear her higher self for the first time in a long time, loud and clear. Five of Swords and Chariot. This person has been such a conundrum. Her higher self is saying, you know damn well they blocked you, so you left. Now that you've left and you've blocked them, you know what's going to happen, right? You know they're coming on in. Okay, so I have Shakira in my head right now. Wherever, whenever we're meant to be together, there's nothing left to fear if you really feel the same way, dear, or something like that. We have a Page of Coins upright. They're having a meltdown right as she's truly relinquishing the idea of them. But their meltdown, their hurt, their upset is going to trigger them to actually take action now that she doesn't want any of it. And her higher self is bringing that knowledge in as well, that her energy of unhappiness has now been passed over to them. So now they hold that energy. Oh God, this is not what I want at all. I want to come forward. I want to race forward. I want to show up in her life. I want to fight for this now. But normally a chariot is run by either an emperor or an empress. But when they arrive, they wind up giving just a little teeny tiny pages amount of energy. So we have big emotion that then gets shrunken down into tiny amount of action. I'm wondering if this feels like it's a lot of swinging emotions. Let me ask, why initially was there a lack of success? Why did she feel that lack of success? Or even feel sad about this? We have the Star and we have the Nine of Wands. Some of this could have been a little bit of her own thing as well. She could have been a wounded worry that was working on healing, and she was very sensitive to whatever energy they weren't giving to her or reassurances that they weren't giving to her. It could have contributed to, like, wow, you know what? I really don't like feeling this way. Somebody who can't make me feel loved or secure or safe. You know what? I felt this way many times in my life and I'm sick of it. I want to heal fully and I want better for myself. It's kind of feeling like it pushed her to recognize, wow, I have felt like this before and I don't want to do this anymore. I want better for me. That's actually really good. They basically triggered her to get fed up with the way she was feeling. What about on their side? Because she's moving on from them and then they want to come rushing into her, which means, where were they? Were they in a connection with her, or had this connection already been like very, all over the place? Queen of Cups, Ace of Coins. So they had been planning on, it's like they've been falling more in love with her, even if they've been out away. If they have to start fresh with her and offer her something new, which is what they were thinking about doing for some duration of time, while she was saying, I'm so fed up with relationships that make me feel this way. I'm happier being single. I'm happier moving on from the idea of them. I don't want a new beginning with them. Yet their energy had been the reverse. man, she's really loving. She actually is really great. I really want to be with her. I want to offer a new beginning. I'm going to say that they had already had like a meltdown in this connection. Like these two were not together at the time she fully is releasing it, getting fed up with relationships that don't feel like they're going anywhere. But they've been falling more for her and intending on offering a new beginning. But now they can feel her fully detaching, and it's like freak out mode. What happened between these two? Can I just ask that? What happened between these two? Knight of Wands, in and out energy, High Priestess. I feel like neither one of them had the full confidence to grab a hold of this relationship and just build it and grow it. Their energy was on again, off again. I want you, but then I'm going to run away from you. And I think they both did that because the High Priestess is here, and that's the energy that's hidden, the energy that is sometimes mutually being exchanged between two, especially when we add in the scales here. This was back and forth energy instead of really decisive, this is what I want. You are what I want. I am powerful enough to say that. Or there was the idea that I don't know that I can trust this person. Maybe they're back and forth in and out of my life, messing around with other people. If so, that was a hidden worry. Empress and King of Swords. All I can see is that our feminine has said, I will not deal with anybody that doesn't know exactly what they want and is super honest. I only want, energies that are consistent and that I can trust. So hold on, character. I know now you want to ride in this chariot. I know you're brokenhearted because you feel like she's getting away. I know you've fallen more in love with her. But in the past, was there any reason that this card represented anything to do with you? Were you untrustworthy, or were you somebody that was out there? Three of Cups. If they were out there dating a bunch of different people, then, or look, I feel like that's what she believed. Whether or not it was really happening, I don't know. But they show up with a Three of Cups. But this could be like, no, I had other friends, I had sisters, I had family. Hold on, character. Were you messing about? I'm trying to get to the bottom of that. Justice, Five of Wands, Nine of Cups. Yeah, it was all about them. They were very unfair. They were somebody that was, whatever this was, it was all about them. And it was like, oh, there's so many pretties out there to pursue, and I can't figure out what I want, and I just want to be super happy, and this is so great. And so it's all kind of about what I want, not about, maybe respect or showing proper care and attention. The thing is, that doesn't matter to her. She's moved on, right? So why are they boo-hooing their eyes out over this? The fact that she's gone now that they've been falling in love with her, even in this span of time that they haven't been in her life. Why are they so brokenhearted? That kind of feels like crocodile tears to me. It's like, oh, come on now. Page of Wands upright, Queen of Wands sideways. Because there's nobody like you, baby. There's nobody like you. If before they couldn't decide, they just couldn't seem to like say, oh, I want this relationship. I don't know if they ever offered anything stable. They might have been in and out of her life, just for lighthearted flirtations. But now they don't want lighthearted flirtations. They only want her. She's the best of the best. She always was. I wonder if they never had the confidence to fully date her, if that's what this was about. And that's where she's like, I'm so over people that don't, like, I'm not going to hold out hope for somebody that comes in and flirts with me once in a while, but then they're still kind of a player, or I certainly think that they are, because why are they not just, honorably asking me out and trying to invest with me? Why do they pop into my life, try to get, a little something going? I feel like she is basically shutting down if she used to get like excited when they would show up in her life and give little bits of attention, she could care less anymore. I don't feel like this person was like cheating on her, because I don't think they were in a relationship with her. I think it was always like, I mean, to put it simply, I think that they had to get over their indecisive ways to finally admit what had always been true, which is nobody compares to her. And they've been freaking terrified of of moving towards somebody that they actually really wanted. So instead, they dilly-dallied with other people and never bothered to even build something with her or ask her out. That's what the storyline has shown up as now. But she doesn't want anything to do with them. Go, you're just a player and you're just somebody who's a time waster. So on your merry way. Well, at this point, all of a sudden they feel that shift in her. They feel the absence. They feel that she is cutting them out because she only wants to deal with people who know who they are and know what they want. So it's kind of like, don't bother to come around and, show me a little bit of passion and stuff. But see, they want this new beginning. They want to show that they're different. They want something now. Now that they're done dating everybody but her, now they want that. This has all been about them needing to feel confident, them needing to be the chariot. But like I said, this makes so much more sense to me now why they're saying, oh my God, I can tell she's not even reacting to my charm. Like this could be somebody that would, whatever, go into the place that she works at and totally smooge and everything, but then never ask her out for a date. And then she find out they're dating somebody, who works a different shift. And it's like, okay, so you're clearly interested in me. You want me to be interested in you, but you don't ask me out. Well, no, they were petrified. Now that they can tell she literally has chalked them up to being somebody where it's like, forget that. I don't want to deal with anybody who's not like a really straightforward, individual who knows who they are and knows what they want. Now they know that they're losing her interest in them, which is so ironic because they've had more interest in her than in anybody, but she's the one they wouldn't really ask out. Now they want to come racing in, but they're still so, I don't know why they're so intimidated by her, but they want to just then give a little tiny like, hi, they may come in really soft all of a sudden, really, they may even give her a gift or something, and it's going to be like, you used to be so suave and flirty. Now that I realize you're really just somebody who flirts with everybody or dates everybody, I don't really want to deal with you. And now they're coming in with some kind of like an actual offer, a very different energy that they're going to present. I just don't know that it matters at this point. Does it matter to her? Is this going to be something that Hanged Man, 5 of Cups? No, I think it's a full-on, like, either they get no reaction from her, they wait for a long time wondering what she'll say. Nothing. They get nothing. This person, it's like, it's pretty sad for them because she was the one that they always actually wanted and was the only one that they just couldn't ask out, couldn't offer anything to because they were scared. It's like they were trying to build up confidence by dating others, but then flirting with her. And now they're realizing that's exactly why I've lost her. That sucks, but they need to look at that, right? They got to look at why did I play games instead of just work on myself openly and honestly. We have Magician and we have 2 of Pentacles. They manifested her meeting somebody else is what they really did. Their manifestation of, I really want her, but I need to build my energy with other people. That's what I'm going to do. Well, they kind of like shared that thought process with her where it's like, even if you really like me, you should be with other people. This is a very conflicting, confused story because it's so bizarre how what they manifested, what they put out there, ended up becoming what she winds up doing as well. I'm not ready. I'm trying to build confidence. I really want other options so that I can not be so scared to put all of my energy just toward you because you're the one I'm intimidated by. Well, now she's going to be the one who has other options. 2 of Swords and is not dealing with them. This is a weird one, but this is where it's like 2 people maybe who can have a chance later on. Boy, they keep being really worried. 9 of Swords and the Chariot. They want to take an action to at least communicate to her, I really messed stuff up with you, didn't I? I think they're going to say something really true at some point, or they're definitely thinking about it. But for the time being, this chess game is over and she's just kind of moved on. It may take quite a long time before they get another chance with her, if ever. But this was a really valuable lesson. If you met somebody that's amazing, don't run from them because you're scared and then screw it up by trying to find your confidence by dating everybody but her. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there. That was it. That was a ride. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Bye.